did very badly for the PSLE, so I barely managed to scrape it to normal academic in my secondary school. So in secondary school, things kind of got a bit worse. I continually had no interest in studying, and the environment didn't really help either. I almost dropped out of school twice because I only passed English and one other subject. So in Sec 3, I met this math teacher called Mr. Tan. So he administered a very, very basic algebra test. I got 1 out of 50 for that test, and I only managed to get that 1 out of 50 by seeing someone else's paper. And by then, I actually kind of had lost a lot of hope. But Mr. Tan didn't give up on me. So what he did was he actually coached me every day after school. I guess he recognized that I had a self-confidence issue. So he said, okay, how about you just pay attention for the next chapter. So if you just listen to this chapter, I can show you that you can do it. I sat at front of the class every day and just paid attention. He administers a topical test every time. So when he administered that test, normally he gives out the test results worst to best, sorry. And I'll always be the first. So this time, when he gave out, my name wasn't the first. And it turns out I was the last guy. So, and everyone else couldn't believe it, and I was like the most shocked of them all. But it turns out I did the best in the class, and that kind of really spurred my confidence, and that spread to my other math topics, and which spread to my other subjects, and then which eventually spread to everything else. When I first joined SOC, one of the hardest modules that I took in year 1 and probably in NUS itself is CS1010S under Prof. Ben Leong. So Prof. Ben has a very unique way of inspiring you. So his methodology is very simple. He throws you to the fire, and if you survive, you survive. And he doesn't really say that you can do it or give you a traditional inspirational quote. He will be like, oh, if you can't do it, then don't do it lor. So it's like, okay, so it kind of makes you want to do it actually. It was very easy to give up then because it was not an easy module, and many people were in the impression that, okay, all I gotta do is pass this module. I just kept at it. I asked a lot of friends for help. Together we worked on the course, and at one point I guess it sort of just clicks. And that's programming in general. You kind of drown until you click, and then you kind of float. That set the stage for, I think, uni in general. I took BT 2101 under Prof. Lek Xiang Hui, who is actually one of my most inspiring profs in NUS as well. Prof. Lek is actually, he's a very nice person, and he not only teaches you what he needs to tell you, but if you're interested, he will actually go way beyond what is required. He doesn't restrict you to what you think you can do, but he pushes you for like, why stop there? Hey, so there's this thing we don't really teach, but how about you try and explore this? So that helped us for a lot of other things, which most notably was the TUN competition in year 3. So the TUNET competition is actually this global data science challenge in which they try to get students from all over the world to submit interesting data science projects. So my groupmates and I, Andre, Eddie, Andre found this really interesting data set called the Global Terrorism Database. So using all the things that we learned in classes and what we explored on our own with Prof. Lek's advice, we actually could model, in a way, the perpetrator behind different attacks. We submitted a write-up and a model to predict the perpetrators and a small little web app to the competition. And we got shortlisted. SOC very kindly actually sponsored us to fly to US for the finals. And surprisingly, we actually won, so that was really cool. Like, it was really cool to present your findings and your app to a global audience and to see them appreciate your idea. Like, that was actually one of my most memorable moments in SOC itself. My first foray into dancing in NUS was through rag in year 1. I did breakdancing in rag. That really hooked me on, and I found the dance really cool. And that's when I realized I actually like dance in general. I wanted to try different dances, but what if I tried something completely different, like out of my comfort zone, just to do it, you know? So I was like, okay, what is the most opposite thing that I can possibly do? I can do breaking. Opposite, ballroom. So I decided to join Viva Latinas, which is the Latin performance team of NUS. So initially I was really struggling because everything that you learn in street dance, you have to unlearn it and do the opposite. But after a while, I started to broaden my perspectives and it really kind of got into it. And I actually joined a Latin ballroom competition, which actually won 2 gold medals and a silver. It showed that you don't have to limit yourself to one particular thing. You can always stretch yourself and try to accomplish things in other fields as well.